All
Okay.
right.
So
Now
that's already started.
there we
All
go.
right. We are back. Negus with opinions. I'm your girl Deanne.
I'm your boy D Rich.
All right, and tonight we're gonna get into some things. So we always want to start off the show by thanking our listeners.
Yes, everybody who's here right now, who's live on all of these different fronts. What's this called? What's that? Platforms. There you go.
Platforms,
Platforms.
yes. Instagram Live,
Instagram,
Facebook,
Facebook.
our Anchor family,
Yes,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Thank you guys for all
Google
the
Podcasts,
positive, yes.
Spotify.
Shout it out. All the
Yes, all
positive
of that.
feedback.
SoundCloud. Yes, we need all of that love. We need all
Yes,
of that
sir.
love.
So, D, what we talking about tonight?
So tonight, our title for this episode is going to be "What's Love Got to Do with It?"
Yes, and you
Yes.
know that title was made famous by the great Tina Turner.
Legendary.
What's
yes, ma'am.
love got to do with it? Y'all seen the movie? What's love got to do with it?
We ain't gonna get violent today, though.
Oh,
So,
no. Yeah, no.
We may discuss
No,
that.
yeah,
but,
we're gonna discuss it, but yeah,
but
that's
we
a
ain't,
very
we ain't
powerful
gonna get
song.
violent. Yeah,
No,
so
we
yeah,
definitely not.
absolutely. So,
But-
but before we get into all of that, you know,
Yes.
during the week we had some, discrepancies about exactly what our name means. Again, it's Negus with opinions. So, with that being said, I'm gonna, break it down a little bit here for us. So,
Negus.
definition: royalty, sovereign rulers over dominion. I'm gonna break it down now. King and queen give their opinions.
Negus.
See, we had it confused. They changed the word, flipped the description so we can lose. Generations fighting on if it's proper to use. We trying to find a better option, one our children can choose.
Negus.
So if you ain't know before, you know now, you have arrived. Ethiopian kingship for what we strive. So buckle up into needed discussion, we finna dive. Deanne and D Rich, by far illest Negras alive.
Yes, I like that.
Yes.
That was fly.
Yes.
Over there spitting. Okay, I
Little
like
song,
that.
little song. That
So,
was back in the day.
So the word Negus,
Negus.
so he really hit me to the game about it. It's a sign of royalty.
Yes, it's a word that comes from Ethiopia, royalty.
Okay.
So it was made, the leaving the soundbite I just put right here was from Kendrick Lamar's "I" sound it was actually off the Pimp a Butterfly album.
Okay.
So that version, he
Yeah.
went ahead and broke out while a couple of cats was fighting. They were on one of his concerts. So
Yeah.
while he was explaining that, that's what he decided to use. So
Okay.
give us a new word of, instead of calling us niggas, something that had been downgrading us, for so many years in this country. He wanted to flip and give us a new description of that. So
Okay, and I appreciate
Negus.
that. Yeah, I love the
Negus.
spin. I do. I love it. I didn't know the meaning of it. People thought I was saying niggas.
That's
niggas.
real. Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a lot of people. I
Yeah.
had to break it down for a few
Yeah,
folks. So,
so,
I mean,
yeah.
we here now. So,
Yes, we are.
you
So
know,
now you guys know
you
what
ain't
the
know, you
word
know.
means. Yes, now you know
There you
because
go.
knowledge is power.
Amen.
All right, so we just gonna. What's
Go
that
ahead.
word you say? Segue.
Segue. Yeah, we about to segue.
We're gonna just transition because you sound like Ti to me right now, brother. All right,
Expeditious.
so right, expeditiously we're gonna segue. Yeah, so we're just gonna stick with our subject tonight. We're just gonna talk about what love is and just give you guys our opinion about this subject. I mean, so D, when you think of the word love, what does it mean to you?
Well, for me, love is, it's something I'm still trying to understand completely.
Right.
I feel like it's something where, you give your all to somebody, you love them unconditionally, and that's also a choice. Something that we don't, a lot of people think is butterflies and, it's this spark that you get at the beginning of the relationship. But
Yeah.
it's honestly something that you choose day in and day out. That you're going to stick around, we're going to stay with this person. I'm continue to put this person above myself, almost their needs and their wants, above your own. So I feel
Wow.
like that's what love is.
Wow, that was real powerful.
Mhm.
Well, my take on what love is, and brother, please bear with me, y'all, because
Okay.
I'm gonna be, my answer is gonna be kind of long,
Make
but
it plain.
yeah, I'm gonna try. So for me, there's really two definitions of love. We have man's version of love, and then we have God's version or God's definition of love. So man's definition is love can be applied for a person, place, or thing. For example, I love my wig.
That's
I
right.
love my car. I love pizza. So those are just examples besides a person of how love can be applied. But God's definition is a little bit more different. And I wrote this down so I can make sure to quote the verse correctly. It comes from 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verses 4 through 8.
Take them to the book.
Yes. And then the definition that God says love is love is patient, love is kind, does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no records of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails.
Love never fails.
So, God's definition of love is what I would call a perfect love. If you heard the things that God says, to love someone and to keep no track of wrongdoings. Me
Yeah.
as a woman, a man can hurt me and I can love him, but I guarantee you, somewhere down the line, I'm going to bring it back
You
up
can't,
of what he's
and
done to me.
and we're not gonna put that just on you.
Well, I'm
Even
just
as
talking about
men,
myself, yeah.
I was gonna say, even as men, we suffer from that same condition where it's like we keeping tally. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
Like, and I mean, as people, we try not to,
Right.
but it's hard. It's the
It really
flesh
is.
difficult. So
And God's love is a love that I seek, and it's a very hard love. Just to not rejoice in evils and rejoice in the truth. I mean, we live in a world today where a lie is more entertainable than the truth.
that's fine.
People will run with the truth. A lie faster than the truth. So, with that being said, again, that's what kind of love that I strive for when I fall in love with a man. I really try to love a man for everything that he is not, except for who he is, and for who he can become. And that's a very hard thing to do. It really is.
It really is. I mean, so are you saying that you fall in love with their potential, or are you saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
because when you meet someone, like for instance, just give you an example.
Mhm.
I'm sure when Mark Zuckerberg,
Yeah.
when he started Facebook,
Yeah.
I know he got married.
Mhm.
No one sees the potential. Like, no one wakes up and says, you know what, you're gonna be a millionaire. Let me love you now. Like,
Billion.
true love is
Multi-billionaire.
someone who sees you from the bottom and you slowly climb, or not even that. Like, when you love someone, it doesn't matter where they are in life. If I tell you I love you, that means no matter what you go through, you and I are gonna be like this. But people, they love conditional love is what I would call it.
I would
You
say
know?
I would say one thing too is I feel like women actually have that characteristic more than we do.
Wow.
As men. Reason why I say that is a woman will definitely fall in love with a man's potential.
Yeah.
She'll stick around and see something
Yeah.
like Martin said, I can mold you.
Yeah.
Let me
Right.
mold you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But as far as a man, we like to already have, what we're looking for there. Or
So superficial love?
I wouldn't say superficial. I'm saying that we don't really do projects.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm
Ooh,
saying? Like, I'm
okay.
not,
All right.
a woman is definitely more,
Okay.
reluctant to do a project man as
Okay.
opposed to what a man would. Like, I just don't see it too
Yeah.
often. You don't,
You're
You know?
right. So you're saying a man wants a woman that already has her shit together.
basically.
He's not willing to, pick up the pieces.
I mean,
Hey.
the whole pretty woman thing,
Yeah.
especially in our community, you don't see that too
Yeah,
often.
wow.
I mean, they try and do it in different movies. Another one they did it actually that was closer to home, Set It Off. They did it in that, where
Wait, who?
old boy
How?
that had the money, and Shorty, remember Jada's
boy.
character.
Yeah.
Jada's character, how she was, she wasn't really, on his stature.
The guy that was working at the bank. That's your
Yeah,
Bob?
yeah.
Oh man, that brother was fine. Yeah, you are right.
Blair
Yeah,
Underwood.
Blair Underwood.
Blair
You are
Underwood. There we
absolutely
go.
right.
Blair Underwood. But
Damn.
I feel like that would be up the alley of of that kind of thing. But we don't.
But
generally do that.
let's be very clear. Jada Pinkett is fine.
Oh, she was bad.
Yeah,
oh, she
yeah.
bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
bad.
Shout
Especially
out to
90s.
Jada. Yes.
Especially
yes.
90s Jada. That's something
yes.
else. That's-
Jada. Yeah.
Shout
I
out to
can't-
Will.
Right.
We'll get to
Yeah,
that
we'll
later.
get to that,
Yeah,
yeah,
we,
but yeah,
we're gonna
Jada,
get to
yeah.
the Smiths.
Yeah, Jada is a very good looking woman, but yeah, her character.
Mm-hmm.
He courted her. He did, and see that's the movie. He saw her and he wanted her,
He saw
and
the
he went
he
out
saw
her
the,
way
the project
by
potential.
right,
Yeah,
taking
yeah.
her, getting
Mhm.
her a whole new wardrobe,
Yup.
taking her to that
The
fancy
Pretty
bank.
Woman thing. Mm-hmm.
Well, Pretty Woman was different. Julia Roberts, like, let's be very clear.
That
There's
was-
not too many men that will meet a prostitute
That's real.
and wipe her up or
Yeah,
try
nah, that-
like,
yeah, that's-
because he's gonna
yeah.
always see her for a prostitute.
I don't know how you don't, but
Right.
but
You're gonna always
that's
see
me.
her
That's-
as that. But so yeah, you're very right.
it's a
But
lot of bodies.
yes,
A lot of bodies.
yeah, but we all have skeletons.
That we do.
Yes, we do.
That we
but
do.
I think when you know the body count, guys get turned off. Well,
I
women
believe
probably
so.
do too. Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, women do too. But there's many examples of. Let's talk about black love since we're talking about love, and
Okay.
we have these couples that we label as goals.
The goals.
And just to
That's
let give you guys
an
a few
overused term
examples.
nowadays. To
Yes.
be real with you,
Um, Papoose and Remy, black love.
Papoose and Remy.
Now, I mean, if you guys don't know, Remy did a jail sentence for what, seven and a half
Seven and a
years?
half. Yeah.
Almost 8 years, and Papoose waited for her. Now, do you guys really think Papoose wasn't messing with no woman? Cause she's locked up.
Like I
Do
said,
you think
I
so?
no, I absolutely believe he was messing
You
with
think
another.
so?
Yeah, I feel like Remy would feel some kind of like, what's wrong with you if he
Yeah.
wasn't messing with another woman?
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
sure that she went ahead and
Cause
gave the
I
thumbs up
think
to go
right,
ahead and
cause
keep
I
it
think
pushing. Like,
that's what we're pushing. Like, oh, Papoose waited 7.5 years for Remy. You can't wait for me for 1 hour.
no, no.
Like for real, the pressure on these guys, But we don't know the story. We know that Papoose was in love with her. He,
Yeah.
waited. She got, released. They're married. They got a beautiful child together. What do they call that? The golden child.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's real.
Yeah.
Like I said, real hood love. That's a real
Right.
like
Let's
that's
see.
holding it down. Like
Right.
you know what I'm saying? That's the ultimate rider. That's you look for that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
but see, so let's flip it.
Hmm.
What if it was the other way around?
If it was
If Papoose did 7.5 years, do you think Remy would have been faithful? You think she would have waited?
again,
I don't
even
know.
as even as a man,
Yeah.
like you expect that.
Okay.
Like you know what I'm saying? 7
So,
years.
yeah.
7 years. What else?
Yeah.
Man, come on.
Right.
Like as a man, you gotta you know you just it just is what it is at that point. I
Right.
mean, if your heart's not in it, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, and you may, as far as with women, as far as there's a little bit more association
Right.
between the sex and the love. So
Yes, there is.
therefore, he
Yes.
could lose her
Yeah.
during that time. A man could stick and move during this time period. And granted, yeah, we got feelings too.
Yeah.
But a man could stick and move more, than and wait out for his woman than I feel like a woman could personally.
Well, I know. Well, you saying women they won't wait?
No, I'm saying
Oh,
no.
I
I,
was
I mean,
yeah.
as far as like the love, like
Oh,
there's
yeah.
more of a chance that she
Yeah.
could fall for another brother than Pat falling for another woman. Could happen both ways. I'm talking about percentage wise. You don't think so?
Listen, a woman will wait.
Yeah,
I know
I
some
believe
women who are like seriously that will wait for a man to be released.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
again, I don't know what it is. Women are the way we are programmed. We are programmed different. And like for an example, and I was like, I noticed this. Have y'all ever went to Walmart on a random weekend, like a Sunday? One thing I see a lot of is beautiful women with men who I'm like, wow, how in the hell did he get her?
Facts.
Women, we fall in love with he may not be attractive, but he makes me laugh.
Right.
He treats me special. I mean, may he rest in peace. Biggie Smalls, like he was knocking him down.
Knocking him
And
down,
Biggie,
set him up,
and this
knock
is
him
before
down, baby.
Biggie had a name. We're talking
Facts.
about Biggie that was rapping on the corner.
Facts.
That Biggie, he still had beautiful women.
Mouthpiece
So,
crazy, yo.
Yeah. So that should tell you something. A man, I don't think a man could, get past a woman's looks if she was ugly or her body wasn't banging, but she was a provider. She was a good cook. The sex was good.
But
Y'all
see-
want eye candy.
But see, difference is because we're not programmed for us to be provided for. We may have gone that route, as time has progressed, but the way we are programmed, we're supposed to be to protect and provide. What's up?
No, brother.
No, you give me
I'm
looks
listening.
like, no, I'm just saying,
I'm
no.
just listening because
No,
I
I'm
mean, there was Shallow Hal.
Yeah, that's real. Yeah,
Shallow Hal
yeah.
wants a gal. Like,
Yeah, I mean,
like men
like-
are, women are too, but men are more so. When you see a woman,
eye candy.
you're eye candy, right?
Yeah,
You want your
it's-
boys to be like, damn.
Do you fall? I mean,
you
you don't fall in love with personality at first sight. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's very true.
That's all
And
I'm saying.
women, some women too. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. When I see a brother who is good looking and he got baby hair, like it does something to me. I'm not
Baby
gonna
hair too,
baby
huh?
hair.
Oh,
No,
wow.
because it does. Like I don't know too many grown men, and when I mean grown, I'm like in their 30s with baby hair.
Yeah,
Baby hair, like chili.
I'm trying to figure out what that looked
Yeah,
like
right.
on a regular
Woo,
brother.
he got a good grade of hair.
I don't.
But yeah.
So what you saying? Nappy can't be good?
Oh no, baby, no,
switch
no,
the
no, no,
subject
no, no.
now.
Nappy can be good too. Listen,
All right.
listen. I love
Okay.
men. Period.
There you go.
I love men. I
Yeah.
thank God for creating men. That's
Thank
that's
God
what
for you.
excites me is men. But what I'm saying is that when I see a pretty boy who has like hair like a woman. Like he has features of a woman, but he's not gay.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't know how
Right.
to explain it
No,
without
I hear
offending
you. Yeah,
anyone,
no, I
but
hear you.
his features is like, man, you're so good looking. Like Prince.
Prince.
You know, Jamie Foxx jokingly said he couldn't even look Prince in the eye.
Can't look. Like,
But see,
I look,
wait,
and
but
then,
wait,
and then
wait,
remember he
wait.
went to the back. He was like, looked in his eyes, didn't you?
Right, yeah, exactly, right. But there was a misconception with Prince. They thought Prince was gay, but Prince was knocking them down.
I mean, yeah.
He
I mean,
had-
Prince was a man. Don't get it
Right,
twisted.
but
Don't,
Prince
don't
was
by all
knocking them down,
means.
wearing
And don't-
the ass, the chaps with the cheeks out,
and
and the
just
heels.
so y'all, and folks be
Yes.
trying to talk about, you know, the way we dress now. Well, Prince did it. I was like, Prince could do what he wants.
Right.
All right.
Prince,
Let's not
right.
get it messed
Yes,
up.
Prince
you know
was
what
in
I'm
his
saying?
own little
Prince
lane.
was in
Correct.
his own lane.
Yes.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he
Yes.
could do what he wanted. Like
Yes.
everybody just can't be out here
Correct.
doing what Prince do. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So.
But
yeah.
who's another couple you think is like the epitome of black
Well, I
love?
mean, the epitome, you know, the top shelf is obviously J and B.
Ooh!
I mean, it's,
Yes.
you know, it's obviously
Yes.
J and B. So I mean, they're at the top echelon of what, you know,
Yeah.
what we strive for. Or
Oh, Will and
goals.
Jada?
Will and Jada
Well,
is
you-
there
what you
too.
said-
Will and Jada is there too. They,
Yeah.
I feel, but we're gonna get into why
Okay. Yeah.
I'm putting J and B above
Okay.
first. And the reason being is because J and B is, you know, the top of not. I feel like B is obviously the biggest pop artist of our day.
Facts.
If
Yes.
honestly, to
Yes.
be real with you, she's the closest thing to Michael Jackson
She is.
that we have. Like, I don't
Yeah.
think that's ever going to be touched
Yeah.
again, just because, you know, there's
You're
so
right.
many different music and everything. You just
Correct.
can't get to that level anymore.
Correct.
But I feel like B might be the closest thing in pop, you know, in pop music
Yes.
to what Michael was. And then you got Jay, who is, you know, arguably the greatest lyricist to be in the game. I mean, like, you know,
Alive.
or at least
I would say alive.
There you
Yes.
go. We're gonna go alive.
Yeah, we'll say alive.
Yes.
He's
best.
one, because some people would say Wayne.
Yeah,
I mean, but it's different.
We gonna
Kendrick.
talk about I would have
we
went
go all over the
Biggie
place.
before we could have
Biggie.
went
I mean,
Biggie.
alive.
Okay, alive.
Greatest
I got you,
rapper
I got you,
alive.
I got you,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Excuse that.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, they just, as far as one of those examples, and I feel like, I mean, everybody may not agree
Yeah.
that J and B is goals. You know, that may not even be what I'm, you know,
Yeah.
striving for. But as far as on the commercial level of what goals is,
Yeah.
you know, for our community, J and B is at the top. So even a big thing where there was an argument, you know, within one of my chats where whether or not B should have stayed with J
I mean,
after the whole
yeah,
cheating
but
incident.
did it really happen? I mean, we saw the footage of the, you know, the elevator. Solange was doing karate kicks to Jay-Z, and
That was wild.
Beyonce didn't stop it.
It
She
was
was like,
wild.
you know, but the thing is this, and this is just my opinion.
Mhm.
When Beyonce made that Lemonade album, and she talked about cheating, and you know, you do this again, you gonna lose your wife.
Mhm.
Us women, it's like, how can Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce?
But I
And then
mean,
he made his album talking
Yeah.
about him, you know,
don't go Eric
infidelity.
Benet.
Right. But I always tell people this, you know, we forget that when Usher dropped Confessions, it wasn't even about him. It was about Jermaine Dupri. And for y'all that don't know the story, Jermaine Dupri, who was dating Janet Jackson, who is fine. Yes. Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Oh, Lord. Let me just
Songbird, don't gas.
yeah, yeah, but when he was dating Janet Jackson, he cheated on Janet Jackson by getting a stripper pregnant. So when Usher dropped Confessions and he was talking about this is the hardest thing I'm gonna tell her, he was talking about Jermaine Dupri.
It's wild.
But
I
that
didn't know
album so crazy because we thought he cheated on Chili.
Right.
Because remember him and Chili were dating.
It's definitely what I thought it.
So everyone, there's memes about this on Facebook saying that Jay-Z, like, this never really happened. There were, you know, there were
Yeah.
people who said that because
That they-
controversy sells, right?
It does. It very much does.
It's
I
like,
mean,
you know,
shoot,
so
even
they were saying, I
Tristan
mean,
and Chloe right before the Kardashian season
Right.
come out. I mean, like,
Yeah.
controversy definitely does
and I'm not
sell.
saying that this didn't happen, but
Mhm.
I mean, if it did, who can Jay-Z be with that can top? I mean, I'm sorry, who can Beyonce or Jay-Z be with that can top each other?
To be honest,
There's no one
yeah,
higher
there's
than
no-
either one of them,
there's no one
unless she
higher.
goes for a billionaire.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you go for a billionaire, I mean,
Yeah.
when in the game, what black billionaires do we have?
You're
I
right,
mean, because you
yeah,
can't go.
that's not
you know what I'm
taken,
saying?
you're
Like
right.
you can't. Yeah.
Right.
You gotta. If, as far as that level, there's nobody higher on that scale.
Right,
than
but
those
see,
two.
but the thing is this, whether he did it or not, again, with the definition of love that God says, love does not celebrate in wrongdoings, it doesn't keep a little track record. If you love someone, can you look past infidelity?
I mean, to be honest
You know
with
what I
you,
mean?
you
Like with
know,
real love,
you
you
have
would have
to.
to forgive and forget and not bring it up, but that's hard to do.
There's actually an older woman that I actually spoke with a
Yeah.
long time ago in there. They were married. I think they were both the woman was about 88, he was about 94. You know, they've been married
Okay.
for 60 some odd years, right?
Okay.
And you know, one of the things that he said was, in order for this to make it out, you know, we asked, you know, because that's all what we striving
Yeah.
for. Hopefully,
Right.
you know, and we'll get into you know that stage later on in the podcast. But
Okay.
you know, that's something at least I'm striving for,
Yeah.
to be married to one woman and stay there and
Yes.
everything. But at the end of the
Bless the
day,
Lord.
at the end
Yes.
of the day, you know, what he said that you had to do is forgive things. You know, it takes a lot of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Keep it a being with you. Our old heads was cheating all the time.
That's what I said. Y'all, I work at a
Cheating all the
pain,
time.
right. I work at a pain management clinic, and I used to work up front, and I like to talk to people. So one of the things I would do is there's couples that come in that know me,
Right.
and I would talk to them. And when you have people who have been married since they were 15 and 16 years old,
Right.
and they've been married for so long, where I ask them, you know, what is the key to marriage? Because in our generation, 5 years sound like 50.
It does.
You
It
know, like
does.
you don't know to me. I mean, my best friend was married, you know. But what I'm saying is that she told me is what you said is forgiveness and never go to bed angry. And when I think about it, you know, back in those days,
True.
cheating, like being a side chick in those times was
Shameful.
shameful. Like it's like the scarlet letter. Like these women were not coming forward. Like yes, I'm sleeping with your husband.
Hmm.
Like we hid this because granddaddy had a lot of kids and it was not
Yes,
by
he did.
grandma.
Yeah. Papa
So
was a Rolling
yes,
Stone.
yes. And you gotta think about it. So that leads, you know, to like our next thing is the social media. Do you think that plays a part in what love is or the ideal of love? Because you see these posts,
Absolutely.
he loves me, he bought me flowers,
Absolutely.
he bought me a pair of Reeboks or whatever they put on
I
there.
think it's also you brought up, you know, how could you cheat on Beyonce?
Oh yeah.
And you know, a lot of times we're falling in love with looks. Like I said, as men,
Right.
we see looks first. But as you can see, and you know, even with Halle Berry, you know,
Yes.
Halle
Yes.
Berry got cheated on and got
Yeah,
left
she
too.
did.
Like
Yeah,
it comes,
you're right.
there is more to it than just looks.
Right.
And you know, that's what a lot of folks is missing nowadays. But back to the post,
Yeah.
you know, we have a lot of these simple things that you know we glorify. Like, oh,
Yeah.
he just bought me some new shoes,
Yeah.
goals, or you
You're
know what I'm
right.
saying, or we taking some nut ass picture on the kitchen on the sink counter and
Right.
everything, and then looking crazy
Right.
and stuff. Goals, no,
Right.
that's not goals,
That's
bro.
not
Like, what are
goals,
y'all
right.
talking about?
It's all a facade, and I tell people this: like, if you're gonna sit here and exploit the good parts of your relationship,
Hmm.
then you need to exploit the bad parts. But no one does that.
No,
Who's
no,
gonna make
not
a
at all.
post that I caught my husband or my boyfriend cheating on me?
You not.
No one's gonna do
no
that.
gonna do that.
So that's why,
Not gonna do
honestly,
that.
I don't believe in relationship goals. I don't. There
You-
is no such thing as goals. I don't, because everyone has a
Facts.
good side and bad side to
Your
their
own story,
relationship.
right.
Right. And but people post that because we like to see people have. Oh, he loves her.
Yeah.
You know You know what I mean?
We strive for that. We
like,
strive
yeah,
for
that's
you know
what
that. But I
social
mean,
media
that's
is.
social media is an attention, you know, attention crave.
Right.
We're all attention whores at this point, to be real
Right.
with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody, that light, that dopamine, that clout is a powerful drug.
It
Who said
really
that?
is.
Who said that? Was that Cardi? Was either Cardi or that was
Well, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
no clout.
Oh, clout.
They
Oh,
said
okay.
clout
Well,
was a hell of a
yeah.
drug. Yeah.
Dr.
yeah.
Sebi.
They, you try to you stupid for that.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
no,
but
no,
yeah,
no. But yeah, clout is a hell of a drug.
it is.
And you know, as far as that, you know, people strive for those likes and you know this picture that we try
Yeah.
and paint for everyone to make us show that we're perfect, and
Yeah.
it's just false. It's giving us a false narrative. It's giving other people self-esteem issues. So it's not. It's really honestly not doing good for nobody to be keeping it being with you.
I mean, but it is though, and
Is
you
it?
know, okay, and let me tell you why. And I might be okay. I might be the butt of this joke, but this is just facts. I recently did a Fashion Nova haul, and for you guys who don't know, I buy clothes from Fashion Nova. I wear it. There's women out there who are shaped like me, plus size, whatever you want to call me, and there's a community on YouTube. You know, so I did a video, and I think I showcased 7 dresses. One of the dresses are very provocative, where I have the underboob thing going. I think it was tasteful.
That is what's hot now.
I think it was tasteful. Now, would I wear that out in public? Of course not. This is all for YouTube and my subscribers. But let's be very clear. I've seen a lot of men and women get gassed up over something. Like, for instance, I shouldn't be saying this because I am a woman, but there's some women whose bodies are out of shape and they don't look good. But let them put a picture of their ass in the sink, or posing a certain way.
Oh yeah.
And like
Oh
I said,
yeah.
I can be the girl that I'm talking about. Like I said, the picture that I put was me wearing a dress, and the way that the dress was cut in the front, my breasts, they hung to a point where I had the underboob. I don't usually dress like that. Again, this is for my YouTube channel, but
I
what
got
if
a question with you. I got
Yeah.
a question for you. Um, why do you think that do you feel like we're getting more and more provocative, at least for women? Yeah, shoot, I mean, way men is dressing is different anyway, but
Yeah.
as far as with women, do you think we're getting more and more provocative, far as what you guys are wearing and
I mean,
everything?
yeah, because it's a proven fact. You'll see a woman who posts a face picture and get a few likes.
Right.
She posts a picture of her with her ass out, or posing a different angle, or
Mm-hmm.
wearing something that is suggestive, that gets more likes. So we live in a day and age where likes kind of solidify our placement on
The
social
scale.
media.
The scale.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
let's be honest, the people who have a lot of followers, they're not posting pictures of themselves like where selfies.
No, no.
Some of these women that I see, these Instagram models, are these women who have a huge amount of followers. Their pictures are sometimes tasteful and then distasteful, but there's a fine line that I draw, and that dress was it for me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's about as far as we're going.
yeah, I mean, if you guys follow me or we're friends, I don't post pictures of myself all the time. I don't do every day is a new face picture, or I'm updating my cover photo. No.
So like you said, with all of this,
Yeah.
provocative photographs, all of this, provocative clothing, that we're seeing a lot. Do you feel like that's playing a part in why people aren't coming together? Maybe because there's so many options.
Oh yeah, I think the internet is a candy store.
Facts.
Like
Facts.
it is. I mean, and let's be honest, okay?
Facts.
Any type of person you desire, you can find on the internet. Like without me even trying, you can just say hi to someone, and that hi could turn into something different.
Mhm.
I mean, and then you gotta think about it is that you're seeing all these women or all these men are on one page, and you can actually, it's a lot easier to get to know someone versus what it was back in the day before the internet, when you had like the party line.
But are we really getting to know someone though? Like, you think we're really, like, as far as, because I think with social media, our interpersonal communication skills is trash.
Well, yeah, I
Like,
mean, phones too. Like, people rather text than talk.
trash. Yeah, yeah.
But what I'm saying is that it's an easier way. It's a gateway. Instead of you meeting someone in person, I could just go to your inbox and wave on Facebook.
Mhm.
Wave, like say hi. You like, it's like they take the fun away from actually talking. You
Right.
got these emojis and you got a text message. Like meeting someone face to face is boring. And I shouldn't
I
be
wouldn't
saying
say
this because
that.
I
I
yeah
don't
because
believe it.
I'm on Plenty of Fish. So yeah, I'm on these dating apps. So yeah, I understand that. But yeah, to me the internet. I mean, and it depends on how many sites you're on too.
Yeah, that's real. I
You
mean,
know,
with
like
all of these
Facebook.
different
Yeah.
platforms, I mean, it's just options
It is.
everywhere.
It is options.
Everywhere.
And no matter how happy you are, you look at something like, man, I can have it better, or the grass is greener on the other side.
Facts.
Right.
Right.
Who knows? That's what it is with, they say the internet is that the psyche, it makes you feel like your value has gone down because you're not here.
Right.
She got 100 likes. I got 5 likes.
Yeah, so
now
your
you're
value. That's
comparing.
what I'm saying. It's messing with self-esteem. There was actually a post that I saw that and people was bugging out about
Yeah.
it. That actually said that Instagram was thinking about as trying
Oh,
to try. Whatever,
yeah.
you saw this?
Yes,
Okay.
I did. Yes.
Where they said they were going to go ahead and remove how many friends you have, and well, at least showing how many friends you have,
Yeah.
and then how many likes are on your picture.
Wow.
They were actually thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
And there was some people that was like, yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
And there was some people like, why? What?
Right.
People are being sensitive. And generally, those are the people that would, are the ones talking about themselves.
Yeah,
Like, they
but
would
I
feel
think,
some kind of
yeah,
way, you
but
know?
I think with the ones with a massive amount of followers, they get paid for likes.
But you would still get your
you
likes.
think? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's just they're not showing the likes.
Okay.
It's not that the likes would stop.
Okay.
They just wouldn't be showing the likes. And that's what, and that's what they were thinking about doing. So, And to my IG following, I apologize. We got a little overheated there, so
Yeah.
we be back live. But
Yeah, that is so weird. I never thought about it like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
actually was
mean,
thinking about doing that.
yeah, would it really change anything? Probably not.
Possibly.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it does. I
maybe.
mean, let's be honest. I mean, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna keep it 100 or keep it a bean.
Keep it a bean.
It does feel good when you look at your following count and you see a lot of people following you.
But
Because
that
I mean, who are you? We're not celebrities.
no.
We're average people, and it's
Right.
like, what am I posting or what is it about me that will want someone to follow me? And you don't necessarily have to follow them.
Like right. You
Like
don't.
honestly, you don't.
Right.
Like you know.
But like you said, like I said earlier, clout is a hell of a drug. Like it's really that feeling of being wanted.
Yeah.
You know, that feeling of
It
being
is.
desired, of liked.
It
You know,
does.
it's that's a
Yeah.
strong feeling. That's dopamine. That every like is dopamine hit. To
Yeah.
be real with you, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? Like there's pictures of different when they're talking about different political cartoons, and there's
Yeah.
one with the Facebook as an ejection, and it has the IG as the
Yeah.
drugs and Snapchat and all
Yeah.
of that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, but do you think is hope in separating us? Like as far as like I don't want to I may hurt somebody's feelings here. And I
Uh-oh.
don't mean to, but we here we gonna keep it a bean, right?
Yeah.
We here we keep it
Yeah.
at
Yeah. We
100.
keep it 100.
All right, so I mean
Yeah.
on social media, we see a lot more baby showers than we do marriage proposals now or marriage announcements.
Yeah, you see a lot more situationships than real relationships. But think about it. With Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Facebook gives you an option where you can say I'm single, divorced. It's complicated.
Right.
I don't know all the other options. So that get Instagram doesn't. But you're right. It's a platform that if you want people to know what kind of relationship status you are in, and to me it doesn't matter to anybody, because if a woman or a man wants to go after someone, they will. A relationship status is not going to change that, and that's the sad part. You can be have your pictures with your girlfriend all in
Oh yeah.
your
To be real with you,
yeah.
it might make them want to come get you more.
Yeah, that's
right?
what I'm saying.
Keep
I
it
think
sad,
it does. Like
it's
I
almost a
yeah,
challenge. I mean, like
it
that
is,
wedding band.
right.
That wedding band is sometimes, like
Right.
go ahead and say it all the time. Like, hey, I want to go get it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You're right.
but
But see, there's a risk in that. Like there's some people who would target a man or a woman who's in a relationship or married, because this is what you're telling me. You're telling the world this is my mate,
mm-hmm.
and yet without putting in the effort that he or she did, I was able to bag you in one night.
Facts.
So now
it's almost like a bet. Just the
it
same
is.
thing in hip
It's
hop
like
where they're talking about.
right.
There's a lot more bragging about, yeah, I'm sleeping with
Right.
somebody girl.
Right.
You know, I'm sleeping with this nigga girl, or like why is it all? Why the hell
Yeah.
you always gotta have somebody else? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But
It's a
I don't
challenge.
understand. Like we definitely don't talk about love and music no more.
No, we don't.
You know, it's not definitely
celebrated.
it's not celebrated
Even
at all.
like I was saying this, like even on the reality shows, like I was
Mhm.
saying, Ti and oh man, this is gonna be another one.
Go for it.
Ti and Tiny, to me, they were goals. I remember when Ti was locked up, he came out. Him and Tiny, he cheated on
Tiny's
her.
a writer.
She is a
Tiny
writer.
is a writer.
But what I find so sad is Ti has I don't know the whole story, but from what is in the headlines, allegedly he was still messing around on Tiny, because there was one part, if y'all ever see the show Ti and Tiny, The Family Hustle, before they had Friends and Family, the Family Hustle thing on VH1, but they were gonna divorce because she went and did these talk shows on Wendy Williams, talking about he cheated on her allegedly with Bernice Burgos.
Yeah.
If you guys know who she is. But what I find
Brothers
so
do.
interesting is that, and she's a beautiful woman.
She
What I
is.
find interesting is that Tiny has made drastic changes to her appearance.
She has.
She's changed her eye color. She's gotten work done on her butt. I mean, let's keep it real. You look at Tiny back in the day, her ass was not that big.
Mm-mm.
So she's done things to herself to appease her man, and yet he continued to cheat on her.
But
So-
women are doing that in general, just for not even married women, but just women in general. That, and I think that's another part of social media,
Yeah.
where they're continuing to enhance themselves, as far as like in that format,
Yeah.
surgically
Yeah.
change their bodies to appease other people. And some people like, oh, they're doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
You're doing it for recognition. Let's keep it a bean.
no one, yeah. And the reason I'm bringing up Tiny and Ti, because I remember them being in relationship goals, like her really holding him down, because when they first met, she was the biggest star, and she believed in him, because
Right.
she was in Escape. Ooh, who's in that?
Mhm.
Yeah. And so, just the dynamics of their relationship, because They were going to divorce, and then they got this show, Family and Friends, the family hustle kind of business thing going on now. So I've always looked at that as like, wow. Because if to me, if a man, if he loves this woman, if she is your partner, because I remember one time T.I. said, maybe I don't want to be married. We're better off as friends.
Dang, I didn't hear that.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said that to her because, she was basically saying, you have embarrassed me. Because the girl, Bernice Burgos, was like on live, playing her music in the background, saying it was nothing, like he was being a man. But what I'm saying is that if a man, knowing T.I. got all that money, he got that fame, you can't just mess with anybody.
Well,
so,
Tiny got the bag, so I mean, at the end of the day,
who's the biggest star out of the two?
No,
as of today?
I'm saying that she's got the bag. Like Bernice is not getting Ti's bag.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like, you know
yes,
what I'm saying?
of course.
Like
Facts.
she's getting the bag. So
yeah.
I mean, a lot of times there's some women that's okay with them.
Yeah.
You know, if we're gonna be honest with you, and I think that's what a lot of men sometimes find their leeway. And that, hey, you're gonna get all the money. I'm investing. That's why a lot of making sure that a lot of folks stay married. You know what I'm saying? It's cheaper to keep them.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. Like there's no amount of wigs you can buy me. There's no amount of jewelry. I'm not even into that. Designer bags and shoes. If a man is not honest with me, if a man's not loyal to me, you cannot buy love.
Right.
You can't. I would rather be with a broke man than a man who has money and think that he can buy me a bag. Like for instance, another movie reference, but we were talking about Tina Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Every time Ike hit her, he bought her a new dress, bought her a purse. And you did it again.
Yep.
So you gonna hit me and buy me a gift and say you're sorry and do it again? Like a man can't continue to cheat on me and just buy me a new wig. And I'm like, oh, he loves me.
Yeah.
Like, no, if you love me, you want to be putting your penis in every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Or, well, I shouldn't say Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Say, like, dang.
You know what I mean?
That's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, but he shouldn't be messing around because the thing is, like, you're not going to have a woman make me look stupid and then tell me the best part I enjoy about you, you're sharing with her. And she didn't have to struggle like I did.
That's
like she got the penis without no effort. She wasn't putting in time.
No, that's real.
That hurts. That's what bruises my ego. Like you cheat on me with her. Oh
but I
man.
think that's cheating in general. I mean, like
sometimes I think it could be a good cheat. Like there's been some women.
Cheat up.
Yeah, you upgrade. I mean, what can all I could do is step my game up. But if a woman messes with a man and he's nothing on your level. That does hurt, because it's like, man, you say you love me and you care about me. How are we on the same level?
Cheat down? Yeah.
How are we on the same level?
I mean, I hear you. Yeah, that would be like, wow.
Well, baby, he got a car. You ain't got no car. He got 401k. He got good dental benefits. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I mean, she's cheating up. It's like, well, I mean, she upgraded you.
So, like, say what like these artists be singing about. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. Chris Brown said it. Like, what's the name? I'll hit your girl. Technically, that would be an upgrade from a lot of brothers. As far as financial wise, you know what I'm saying? Like financial wise, he'd stardom. That's a star.
Who? Chris Brown?
Chris Brown. It's a star. I'm just saying.
Bobby Brown. Yeah. He's the beige Bobby Brown.
I'm saying you get what I'm saying. Or whoever your celebrity crush is. Boom.
Jesus.
I hit you.
Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, that's my celebrity crush. Jesus.
So I hit your girl, right? And they brag on me.
Yeah.
I mean, is that okay now? Because she cheated up?
Well, I want to say it depends on who they're cheating with. Like when Biggie was like, that's why. No, it does. Like for me, who are we comparing the cheating to?
I'm saying that plain and simple.
Oh.
You got a woman, she slept with a celebrity while he was in town. Period. That's okay. Because he
got more money than you, but what did she get out of it? Like that's how I'm looking at it. What did you get? You got some
dick in the bowl.
To me, you lost because he doesn't want you. He's not gonna want to be with you. He got what he wanted, which was sex. Now he's kicking you to the curb, and your man that was down for you, that was helping you out, whatever the dynamics was in that relationship, you lost that guy.
So is there good cheating?
I mean, I no, cheating to me is terrible. But what I'm saying for me, and I'm only speaking for myself, make me understand the cheat. If I ask you, why did you cheat on me? She didn't do this, or she does this that you don't do. Usually there's reasons. But if you have no reason, but hey, like for instance, Players Club, when Diamond and Lance got into a fight, and Diamond comes home and she see her cousin Ebony. When she ran to the bathroom and she was like, well, I came over, she had a crick in her neck. It's like, why would you cheat on me with my cousin Ebony? Like, really? You came over here to talk to me, and then This is what you did. She had a crick in her neck, and you fell for that. You gave her a little
Well,
half-hearted massage.
we're not men aren't looking for a political smash. Like we not out
Wow.
here. That's what I'm saying. That's why cheating with women and cheating with men. There's a reason. We have this man had money and all of that. And it's like, well, damn. Like I just thought she was fine. That's
Yeah,
like, you know
so,
what I'm saying? Like
I mean,
you know what I mean? Like it's no. I
man,
don't,
that's it. Yeah,
That's-
because women don't cheat just for no reason. Usually, with a woman, it's emotional. I'm gonna be honest with you. A woman's gonna cheat on a man. It has nothing to do with like you don't talk to me no more. You don't hold me. You don't say I'm pretty. You don't acknowledge me. We don't spend time together. You know what?
Shit, you
There's a
could have
guy.
cheated yourself.
Yeah, it's true. But there's a guy out there. So you know what? I'll be the guy that the
Oh,
shoulder
yeah.
crying on. It's always that dude waiting in the background
There's
like
al-
he's no
I
good
mean,
for
a
you.
woman always
If
has
I had
a
a
bench.
woman like you,
there's always a bench.
Yeah.
Like and if your woman is bad, there best believe there is a bench waiting,
Yeah.
just waiting for you to f up, just waiting for that. Hey, this nigga done messed up text.
Right.
That oh
Yeah,
girl,
you deserve better,
what?
queen.
Girl,
Right.
you deserve better, queen.
Right,
Like,
it's very
fuck outta
true.
here,
You
dog.
deserve better.
Like,
If I had a woman like you, I would give you the moon, the stars, the sun, the water. They give you all these things that they can't give you, but it sounds good because again, if a man that I love, if he is not doing the things that made me fall in love with him, like paying attention to details, like you know what, your hair looks good today. Did you change your hair color? Oh, you lost a little weight. Oh, that perfume smells good. Damn, that dress looks good on you. And the next man's
it's
out there
work.
doing it.
Love is work.
It is, and sometimes it's work that some people do not want to put in. You want someone who's perfect. Everyone wants to meet someone who is perfect, but the thing is, no one is perfect. We are all flawed, and the sad part is that even if I met you at your best, my love, the way I look at love is that this man potentially might lose the things that I love about him. Like you're a good looking man.
I appreciate
God
you.
forbid if you lost your looks, and if a woman was only dating for your looks, she's gonna leave you. You see, but a woman who loves you is gonna say, you know what, I love you because your looks does not change your heart. Ooh,
Right. That's it. I was about to say that's
are y'all
but you don't
listening out
but you
there?
don't find that often.
Ah.
You don't find that often.
You don't, and that's a harder type of love. It really is, y'all. It's so hard to not love somebody. Like love and lust.
Oh yeah, hold on. Before we get there, let's quick time out on the
Okay.
play. I want to give a brief shout out to Kalima Brown. She does Brows by Cali.
Okay.
Brows by Cali. Where actually she does microblading.
Oh.
So for you ladies out there if you have thin eyebrows and
Yeah,
you're looking
like
to get
me.
it, she's actually doing a giveaway this month. So hit her up. That's on Instagram. That's gonna be Brows BROWS by BY Cali KALI. That's with a K. Brows
yeah.
by Cali. Hit
I
her
definitely,
up.
y'all see my eyebrows. It's a
She's nice.
struggle. It
She's
is
nice.
a struggle.
So again,
yes.
other folks out there with small businesses, we always looking
Yes.
to promote
Always.
all small black businesses here
Well,
in Phoenix.
yeah.
So yeah, we're
Just-
here for that.
Just black?
Well, all businesses. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
yeah,
You're right.
brother, yeah.
If you got a small business and you want
Yeah.
to hit us up, absolutely,
Yes.
we'll definitely put you on. White,
Yes.
black, Asian,
Thank you.
yellow, green. Yeah, I
Yes.
got you.
Yes,
absolutely.
we
We're
all
support. We're
about
about
supporting.
support.
Correct.
All money and the
That's
marathon
right.
continues.
Oh,
Let's get
money.
it.
Okay.
It's still, we
Okay.
still, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
are
We're still
we
looking
still
out. We still,
saying
we
that?
have to. Like, you know what I'm
Okay.
saying? This don't stop. It's a movement, you know?
Okay, but for some of you Negroes, the marathon has not continued.
It hasn't even
stopped.
started.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
some
be
of you
very,
niggas,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
let's get
Let's
it
be very
together.
clear. Yes,
Let's
please.
get it together.
Yes, please.
So, moving on, like you said, so love versus lust.
Yes.
Love versus lust. As far as what does that mean for you?
Lust, man, lust for me, damn, I fall in lust all the time. I can see a good looking man and think about the things that I'm gonna do to him and what he's
Mhm.
gonna do to me. Yeah, that lust is a temporary feeling. Once you get what you want, whatever that is, that feeling is gone. Once you bust that nut. Love is something I think is more permanent. It's more it's deeper than just seeing someone. It's getting to know someone and developing a connection, and then it continues.
Right.
Lust is temporary. Love is, to me, is ongoing.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Well, I feel like at least a lot of our generation has fallen in lust, and
Yeah.
most of us don't really know what love is.
Ooh.
To be honest
Man.
with you, because the reason why I say that is because we go through these stages of situationships
Yeah.
as opposed to real relationships. More
Yeah.
so where we just fucking. Honestly, we beating. Boom, I like you. We talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
Boom, boom. Now we fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what people don't
somewhere down the line,
understand.
that
Yeah,
condom
yeah,
comes off,
yeah,
or
yeah.
there's no condom involved at
Yeah,
all, and now
sometimes that condom's
yeah,
not
yeah,
always involved. You know what I'm
yeah, and
saying? And
now she's now like Jody C said, so you having my baby.
so you having my baby.
Ah, yes, yes. It means so much to me. Nothing more
but
precious.
but I'm
Yes.
serious. But I mean, we'll spend more time just having sex
Yeah.
as opposed to putting that work in that it takes to have love. And
Mm.
it just depends on what we're looking for. I mean, a lot of us is just shacking up.
Yeah.
We're living together. We're playing house.
Yeah, we are.
And one thing my mother said, and I'm a person that's done this before.
Yeah.
And why buy the cow if I'm getting the milk for free? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm getting the milk for free, what am I looking to buy the cow for?
Yeah.
B said, if you like it, put a ring on it. But it goes back to, is the goal to be married anymore? Like, a lot of people, and I want to get this out the way, a lot of folks make the excuse that, oh, it's government issued, we don't want
Yeah.
to put the paper to it, I got to get the government involved. No, nigga, like, you can, if you want to just have a ceremony with both your families and
Yeah.
then not sign no paper, you could do that too, but you're not doing that. Like,
Is that a commitment ceremony?
it's a commitment ceremony. Why
Yeah.
not? You can still do the bands and wedding bands and all of that, but we're just not doing it.
I
And
mean,
like
yeah.
I said, I've been there as well. Like, we shacking up,
And speaking of that, I did see something on the internet, and I say this all the time. If you don't see her as a wife, don't make her a mother.
It's real.
Like, I don't know why, and I'm only speaking from experience. I don't have any kids.
Me neither.
One thing I told my mom, there was a lot of promises I made to her, may she rest in peace. I told my mom that if I have a child by a man, he's going to be my husband. Now, I'm not condemning any woman or man who didn't take the same route. Because I also told
Facts.
my mom I was going to be a virgin until I got married. Broke that promise a long time ago. But, right, yeah.
I wasn't
did.
crazy enough to make that promise.
But I
I know
did
better.
because, I was scared. But one thing I can say is that there's a lot of men who are willing to get me pregnant than marry me. And I said,
Right.
well, why would you want to have a baby by me? Why? Why?
Well, there was actually a poll that said, they actually did a poll, and it said, I think it was on Black Twitter, but it said felt like having a baby was less of a commitment than marriage was.
I don't see how people can think that.
It's crazy.
'Cause see, the
It's
thing
crazy.
is, if you and I was married, we don't like each other, divorce.
Divorce.
Bam.
Keep
Now
it
a
pushing.
child. Now
We-
you and I are
we're there.
tied, even past death.
And so many people past death. That's real.
Yeah, like
but-
even past death, like you're still going to be someone's parent. We're going to be associated. And to me, I've dated men with nothing but kids, and I love kids. Trick Daddy loves the kids, so
Love the
does
kids.
Deanne. I love children. I just don't have any children. And one thing I've noticed is that baby mama drama.
Facts.
A man who has kids just spread it out by different women to the point where I'm like, why did you get her pregnant? Oh, we didn't have a condom at the time. Your pullout game is weak.
Trash.
Trash, right. So it's like that was
Trash.
your train of thought. You didn't have a condom. You was in the heat of the moment, got her pregnant.
Just busted. Like,
Right,
you
and then
you
it just
stayed
keeps
in there,
on.
huh?
Like,
Okay.
for me, the most unattractive thing, and my mom's always told me this, right? And I'm not, again, this is just my opinion. I'm not condemning anyone who does this, but to meet somebody who have kids by different women, that tells me that as a man, you're not stable. Because if you have kids that are like 4 or 5, and how old are you? 27?
Yes.
I've met men who got
20
3 kids.
26, don't
26, okay. So I've met men your age who got 3 kids by 3 different women, and then they're telling me, well, I'm stable. You're not stable. Your past is telling me how you are. Now, can he change? Of course. I don't want to judge a man by his past, but if you have kids by 3 different women, and those relationships you guys were just talking, how am I different?
How are you different?
You don't want to you don't wear condoms, or you don't believe in condoms, and then now you're telling me that this is going to be a different situation. Believe it or not, we do go by people's past. If you meet a woman and she has baggage, you may not want to talk to her
Facts.
because you don't want to deal with that. Well, what about the child's father?
I'm cool.
Now they calling you daddy.
Right. That was in that, man. That's what they're looking for.
You know?
I mean, but even though now the child is suffering, for me that was always my biggest goal. Always was, or at least one of my biggest fears is a baby mama.
Yeah.
I just refuse to, have a split home, and that's just, my mother told me something. She said my job, was to break the cycle.
Yeah.
You know, that's
My
that's
mom
what
said.
I was here. I was here to
Yeah.
break the cycle.
Right.
And unfortunately, I mean, you know, in the black community, especially,
Yeah.
you know, finding a person with a two-parent home
It's
is
very,
rare.
yeah.
Like you
Those
gotta,
are,
you
yeah.
ask the question.
Yeah.
It's a random, like that shouldn't be a normal question. What's normal that shouldn't be normal. But you'll
Right.
ask the question, hey, is both your parents in your life? You know, and if they hear both, yeah, you're like, whoa, wow, that's how
Right.
was
It's
that?
it's
You know
it's
what I'm
rare.
saying? Like
Are
that's
your parents still married?
your parents, and then right,
Yeah.
yeah, and then are they in your life? Well,
Yeah.
are they married?
Yeah, I get shocked.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do get shocked by
Facts,
that.
I do too.
Yeah, and I mean, I shouldn't, like I said, I'm not judging.
Not
I
judging.
don't want to judge all men.
Not
I'm
judging.
only
Not
talking
judging all
from my
women.
experience because, like I said, I love kids. But it's a lot to deal with when a person doesn't have a responsibility where they got kids. You know, Suge Avery, she set the population high. Remember when Mr. and Color Purple said, she spread her legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harpo?
Yeah, Tom, Dick, and Harpo.
Or Mr.
Mhm.
So what I'm saying is that to me that is so unattractive, whether it's a man or a woman. For you to not decide to wear a condom. Now, if you're in a relationship, because I've met this before, all my kids come from the same man. You guys had a relationship. You guys were together for a number of years,
Right.
off and on, didn't work out.
Right.
I have met that, and he or she's not around. But for you to go, your first child is 6 months apart from the second one, and then it's this dude, that dude, or this girl and that girl, and then you're telling me like that's not me. It's like you got responsibilities that I have to consider before talking to you.
Facts.
You have babies, she's gonna be around. She might pop up.
All of them gonna be around.
Yeah, all of them gonna be around. Well, I mean, if the child is of a certain age, I
Mhm.
don't expect her to call you at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, your son needs milk.
Yeah, but
He's 7 years old.
regardless, you got that tie. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
yeah,
you
but I
always
mean,
gonna have that tie.
so what I'm saying is
And
a
that's-
baby is
that's
more
an issue.
demanding than a 7-year-old,
Right.
And I've met guys like, and then here's the thing, okay, we're talking about like love, right?
Right. Love. What's love got to do
Right.
with it?
One thing I can't stand is when I meet someone, like Chris Rock said it, when you meet someone, you're not meeting the real them, you're meeting their representative.
Right.
And I believe that. You don't get to know that real person until you invest time.
Probably like 3 or 4 months deep.
Sometimes even longer. There'll be things that,
Folks
because
is
people,
good. Folks
yeah,
is good at
people are
acting.
really good. So one thing I don't like is lying.
Yeah.
And so I've had guys not lie to me like the dog ate my homework kind of lie, or I was at Tom's house kind of lie. But I've had guys like will say, "Oh, why are you single?" "Oh, I lost my wife and kids in a car accident." Oh, so wait. So I'm like, damn. And this is
Whoa.
on Plenty of Fish.
Whoa.
And so my heart goes out to that guy. I'm like, man,
Oh, that's
you're-
not the one.
yes.
Oh.
So I met a guy like that on Plenty of Fish. He said he lost his whole entire family in a car accident. He has pictures of his family on the internet, and I'm crying like, man, because he was a young man. He was like 34. I'm 37. I'm like, wow, to lose the love of your life and your kids. So I'm at Walmart on a random Sunday. I was coming from the gym, and I went to a Walmart that I never go to.
Right.
Guess who I saw in the baby
Get
aisle?
outta here. Did you really?
Him and his whole fucking family.
That's
I'm like,
wild.
wow, they resurrected from the grave. And
That's
the look
wild.
he gave me, and I didn't say anything. The look he gave me, it's like a whole fear, like a ghost.
It was a shame. He
And
felt shame,
and
fear. He felt like you, cause you could have easily blew up his
Yes,
entire
I could have.
spot
And then
right
here's
there.
my thing: why would you take that lie that far? You lost your whole family.
Yeah.
God forbid. And I always tell God, I hope nothing ever happens. My ex-boyfriend, the first guy I was madly in love with when I was 19. I don't want to say his name, but he lied to me.
Yeah.
A woman, your intuition, to me is God sent.
Oh yeah.
So I was in, we just moved
And
in.
women's intuition
Oh, yes.
is something else, baby.
Let me
Y'all
adjust
know.
this wig when I tell
I
you the
thought
story.
I had some decent one, but women
Yes.
is y'all something else. Cause I'm gonna get to we gonna touch on our love life. You go ahead. You lead.
Yeah, no. It's just like one day, we just moved in together because that's another story. But we moved in together, and and I know I should not have been doing this, but something told me he had pictures on his dresser. I'm looking through these pictures. I'm like, damn, this little boy looks just like him. Now, when I met him, he said he had 2 kids, and they were 8 and 9 years old. So I'm like, cool, he got 2 kids. This little boy looks like him. So I asked him, who's this little boy in the picture? He said, that's my nephew. I'm like, okay, cool. You have a brother. It's very possible he can have a child that looks like you.
Facts.
Genetics. So I was like,
Right.
all right, cool.
Strong genes.
So, yeah. So the baby mother pops up one day with this little boy. Now, he's already told me that that's his nephew, so I'm thinking that is a family member, his sister or somebody. No. She said, I'm his baby mother and this is his son. The hurt that when she told me that that was his son. And I asked him, why did you not tell me? You already had 2 kids that I knew about. Why would you lie about him? Why?
That's
You
something
denied
else.
your own seed and he looked just like you. And something told me something is not right because the way they were posing,
Something ain't
like
clicking
like
right.
I have 2 nieces, right? I have 2 nieces and I pose with them like an aunt.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna be kissing on them and hold like I mean there's certain things as an aunt I'm not gonna do.
Right.
The posing he had with his boy, this son, it's like, are you the pappy?
Right.
Who's the father of this chocolate baby?
Who the bad?
Right,
The
I'm the
baby.
pappy. I'm the pappy. That's what I felt like. It's like you lied to me and you took it that far.
That baby's daddy.
Right, right. Bernie Mac. May he rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Bernie.
Yeah, so it's just like there's no love in that. Cause see, if you love somebody, love will not allow you to hurt someone. Love will not allow you to even take it that far.
And
love and loyalty, I feel like needs to be one.
It does. And one thing I would say,
Yeah.
at least on my past love life, and as again, I've been a culprit of, I guess,
Okay.
of lying, of not being faithful.
Mm.
Yeah, I did it.
How did you like? You gotta tell me how. Like unfaithful, sleeping with a sister, 2 friends.
No, that'd be OD.
Yeah,
That'd be OD.
I mean, yeah.
No, but I've stepped out. And everything they say, everything you do in the dark is gonna come to the light.
I mean, okay. So was it like? Remember Bill Bellamy how to be a player? He had all those girls lined up,
Yeah.
and then
No, they wasn't. They ain't
Lisa
all set
Turtle,
me up.
Lisa Turtle,
Mhm.
she came home from work and she exposed him with the underwear. Remember the scene
I-
when Lisa Turtle came on, Dre, and
No.
he had sex with a girl and he told her get out. He was
Yeah.
like sick, and then she
It
left
wasn't.
him.
It wasn't that
Okay.
damn dramatic.
Okay,
It wasn't that
because
damn
I
dramatic.
love that
but,
movie. Okay.
But no, but just it just came to light. We're not gonna go into detail
Oh.
of
Okay.
well, yeah, no, I hear you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, but I'm saying
Oh,
we
yeah, I
we
see what
just
you're saying. Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm saying as far as just it came to the light, and and then you end up hearing sometimes other secrets,
Yeah.
and dang, now you're like, whoa, I wasn't the only one out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So lies can cut deep, and it's not something that, like you said, loyalty and love go hand in hand. So
Yeah.
a part of me feels like, have I not experienced it completely yet? Did I not do, how it's supposed to be? But I'm still searching. I'm trying to become a better, a man, more honesty. So,
Well, at least you're working on yourself. I mean, but those are all lessons. Like I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't been faithful. No, I've cheated on someone, and so I know how it feels to like kind of lie to somebody. And the thing is, like with condoms, if you're gonna cheat and you wear a condom, like I was so clueless. Like latex has an odor. I don't know why I didn't realize that, but yeah, I mean that's like a dead giveaway. But yeah, cheating to me it's just easier to walk away. But at the same time, how do you tell someone that you like? I don't know.
How do you tell somebody that?
Like, you know what I mean? Like when you love, like it's kind of hard. Like if you really love somebody,
It's hard, and I think it's that fear, and like when you love someone, you feel like you're protecting them by lying to them, or you keep that from them because you're afraid of that hurt.
yeah,
Of hurting them in a way that is gonna cut deep, the way it's gonna leave damage from
yeah.
from
I mean, I would definitely say that because, you know, with love and lust, I think there's a process. Like this is just me thinking. When you meet someone, initially it's lust. We're all attracted to someone. I know men are visual creatures, so are women. So you look at someone and think they're sexy or whatever you think, and then when you get to know that person, eventually that lust turns into a like. You spend time with them, you're getting to know them, you
Yeah.
guys are investing, time and feelings, and then eventually like turns into love.
Right.
I think those are the stages,
But-
that you should go through.
So do you feel like do you believe in waiting at all?
Waiting for what?
You may
To
not.
exhale?
You may not have no more.
I don't have
Yeah,
no more?
yeah.
Okay. Wait, wait and exhale?
No, waiting as
Oh.
far as on sex.
No.
Mm.
And see, it's really I really don't know how to answer this because I kind of touched on this on the internet, but the Steve Harvey rule, the 90-day rule,
Right.
it to me it really doesn't matter
Oh,
whether
yeah.
I mean let's be very honest. You know, I've been that again, my own personal experience. I've been that girl that has made a man wait
Mhm.
because I didn't want him to think I was a hoe.
Mhm.
Then I've also been that girl that gave it to him within the first night. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I'm 37. You know, so I've lived a little bit of life, and what I've kind of find out is whether a man waits or whether he doesn't wait. If that's all he wants from you is sex, he will wait. Because I've had a guy like think about it. If a woman makes you wait for sex,
Mhm.
while you're waiting for her, you're still having sex with other women. So by
More
the
than
time
likely.
she gives it to you, depending on how good it was or what, you might cut her off because she made you wait.
Yep.
Do a preliminary trial.
Yep.
So I've always like looked at sex like
But
that.
but what if you did it together though? What if y'all was both waiting?
Well, yeah, it's different because Sierra and Russell Wilson they waited and
Shout
got
out to
married.
Dangerous, by the way, for that contract he just got. You know what I'm saying? That's my
Yeah.
man, Team Short Black Quarterbacks, baby. We out here getting it. Go Dangerous.
Yeah,
You know?
so he waited. Now, is the situation the same with everybody? No, it's not.
Right.
I mean, I really think it. You know, we put so much emphasis. Like women are ashamed for having sex too soon with a man. Yet you can have all these bodies and you're labeled a player. I sleep with two men in the same week. I'm a whore. I'm a slut. I'm everything but a child of God. I think these double standards should not apply because a hoe doesn't mean just a woman. A man could be a hoe too.
I agree. So why do you think that the emphasis should be continuing less everybody just keep fucking to be fucking, or
No,
should it be
no.
like, or we should all be trying to put more sacred energy, or and that's what it is, sacred energy exchange. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of folks don't know about soul ties.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you sleep with one person, and they sleeping with somebody else, and he's sleeping with somebody else,
Yeah.
and and she's sleeping with somebody else, and we all tied up now.
Yeah,
You know,
it's like what 7 degrees of separation.
yeah,
Oh
6 degrees of
6
separation.
degrees, 7.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's counting?
Yeah, 7 years. Say 7 years to break it though.
What?
That's what they said. The soul tie takes
Really?
7. That's what I. That's the word. That's what I heard.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
right. Long time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Feel me?
Woo.
We just locked up.
Yeah,
Like, you know
I
what
am.
I'm saying?
I am. I mean, because I mean, for me, sex for me is more than just two people humping. Like for
Mhm.
me, sex is about intimacy.
It
It's I mean, it's about having a connection.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I think sex is more enjoyable once you get to know someone and there's a connection and you guys really value each other. And then here's another thing. When you're with someone who wants to please you as much as you want to please them.
That's real.
There's a lot of people who are selfish lovers out there who don't want to love you at all. Love is like a germ. It's like it's like something they don't want to catch. I don't want to be in love. I don't want to fall in love.
That's true. But
I
I
guess,
mean, a lot of times. But I mean, because we can sit around and we can have sex, and it can be as much love making as we want.
Yeah.
Does that mean we gonna make this bigger than just what it is right here? Like that then comes back to less and less marriages. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I mean, look at the emphasis. How many shows that promote marriage? The shows that I see, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Love and Hip Hop,
Yeah, and that was like that's
Real
shenanigans.
Housewives of Atlanta or whatever,
Shenanigans.
Basketball Wives. None of these women are really wives. A lot of these women are famous or on the show because they had sex with a person who is famous or had a child or children. So the shows that we promote are not celebrating marriages. There's no show that I can think of. It's like everything is, even these women, some of these women on the internet that have followers, how did they get their fame? They had sex with a man.
Right, usually.
And their side chick.
And they got a shout out.
They got a shout out, like, they're a side chick, and they became famous because now we're going to give you your show, or we want you to tell your story.
Right.
So you became famous for having sex with someone, and again, instead of you being ashamed by that, you're going to catapult, and I'm going to become famous. I was like, I shouldn't be talking about her. There's a known woman. Actually, I am. Amber Rose. Amber Rose. I love Amber Rose. I think she has paved her own pathway. She's pregnant, and I didn't even know she was pregnant by someone, but I guess we failed to realize that she became known to the world through Kanye West. She was a stripper.
Yeah.
And, I'm not going to shame Amber Rose. I used to be a stripper, okay? So it's not even about me shaming her as a woman. It's more about how we came to know her. Black China was a stripper, but we knew her from who?
Tiger.
Tiger, being the baby mother. Amber Rose. She became married to Wiz.
Or most recent,
Yeah, but most recent.
most recent, Cardi B.
But she didn't have sex with anyone. She was a stripper.
Yes.
Yeah, so she's out of the category. She took her.
Okay, I
you know
dig,
what I
I
mean?
dig it. Yeah,
But
she
what
did
I'm
her.
saying
She did
is
her
that
own. She grind.
right.
I dig it. I dig it.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
When
I got
they
you.
talk about Amber Rose can have cure AIDS. They will always refer to her as Kanye's ex.
Right.
They will always tie her in with that and anyone else she messes with, or Wiz Khalifa's ex-wife.
Yeah,
So what I'm
I
saying
think that's
is
I think
that-
that's more prominent now. I think
Yeah.
Wiz kind of like jumped over him just because of Kim, and
But out
if
of the
we're
two,
gonna talk about
who's
Kim,
more
you know,
famous?
Between
Kanye,
Wiz,
Kanye.
Kanye.
There you have it.
Yeah,
So she'll
I
always
hear
be,
you.
you know what I mean?
I hear that.
But
I hear that.
what I'm saying is that you have women that have became famous or celebrity personalities. They're personalities now. That's what her bio says because of who they slept with. Not an actual talent, but because who they had sex with, who they had a child by. But these are women that women want to aspire to be goals. Goals. I want to be like her.
Again,
Those are not. Michelle Obama should be a goal.
Facts.
Educate yourself. Get you a Barack Obama, or you guys want to, everyone wants a Nipsey.
Yeah,
everyone is like wants a Nipsey, but we don't know the dynamics of his relationship with Lauren London. But what I'm saying is that not everything we see is all peaches and cream.
It's not. It's not. We don't. Yeah, everybody first just take care of home.
Yeah.
Like J. Cole said, love yours.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we out here inspiring. That's what I feel like social media is. That's what we're lusting over something we can't have. Fix that, brother. Give yourself some more angle.
Oh.
What's the name? There you go. We're lusting over something we can't have. We're seeing options of everything else, but we're window shopping at all times.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So I have to ask you, brother. Go ahead, finish your point.
I was gonna say, while you window shopping, it's making what you have at home seem less and less appeasing, and that's what we run into drama and nonsense. So
yeah, I mean, I have to ask this. I mean, because this is something that happens a lot. Have you ever told a woman you loved her and did not mean it? Like you said it because she said it first.
I don't think. Have I said it without meaning?
Yeah, like
I feel like I may have thought I was loved, maybe, or I definitely cared about her, you know what I'm saying, like a lot.
Okay.
But maybe not quite all the way in love, the way that you should be.
Okay.
When you say that.
So you said it in a way, but you didn't mean it.
I feel like I meant it, but not how should. Yeah, I'm in the. On the spot, yeah.
I mean, and the reason I'm asking that is because, and this is me. I'm going to be honest with you guys because it's all about sharing knowledge and personal experiences. For a while, I would have sex with a man, and a lot of men do this in the heat of the moment. They will say things they don't mean. Girl, I want to marry you. I love you. I want to be with you.
Had this baby.
Yeah. I've had men say they love me. I'm like, wow, does he really love me? Yeah, and the way he was having sex with me, I thought he meant it.
That's some good. That's some good.
Right. But as soon as he busts that nut.
Oh, yeah, it's clarity.
It's like.
That post-nut clarity.
Right. It's like, I never meant it, and it's like, that's what I'm saying with the sex thing. Like, there's a famous movie, or there's a movie that I want to reference with the whole word love. Have you ever seen A Thin Line Between Love and Hate?
Of course.
Okay, so then you guys know, if you've never seen that movie, just a quick synopsis. Martin Lawrence plays a character named Darnell. Mm-hmm. Darnell was a playboy. Mm-hmm. He had beautiful women, and that's what he wanted. He was working at a club called Chocolate City.
Chocolate City.
Darnell met a woman named Brandy. Brandy was played by Lynn Whitfield. In the movie, his best friend, who was Bobby Brown, his name was T. Mm-hmm. So T made a bet to Darnell, said, you can't hit that. They made a bet. So Darnell pursued her and had sex with her. But see, the rule that T said is you cannot tell her you love her.
Can't do it.
So he did. And I remember he called T like, who's the man? Who's the man? You hit that? You hit that? Who's the man? But Brandy became crazy because she really thought Darnell loved her.
Yeah, buddy.
And that's why, y'all, I'm telling you right now.
Like breaking the player rules. You
yes,
can't do that.
You cannot. Yes, I'm telling you, love is the most strongest drug for me. I don't do drugs. I don't drink. It's the strongest, powerful drug I've ever had. Like, there's no rehab you can go check yourself into and do a 30 days bid and come out.
It's not.
It's a feeling that I chase. And I think I make bad mistakes in man because I'm chasing a feeling that I can't find, which is love. Love is something that you can't seek. It happens with time. And my dad has always told me. Yeah, it does. My dad has ever told me, you got to crawl before you walk. When I meet a man and he says the right words to me, not even the actions, the words. He doesn't have to show me, like he can tell me and I will run with it. I will do a Forrest Gump run. And then in the end, I end up getting hurt because I never judged him by his actions. I judged him by his words.
Well, see, I had a conversation with a brother earlier today. You know that basically as men, you know, women can be seduced.
Yeah.
So as men, you have to understand. We have to understand our power, and we have to be a little bit more responsible with it. And I don't feel like we're doing that enough. Again, what our intentions is, and a lot of times it's just to stand them up and knock them down, to slay everything that moves.
Damn.
So you know, if your goal is not to love, then
Yeah.
you know that's where you're gonna be stuck in this lust stage. That's when marriage is still gonna continue to plummet. You know,
Yeah.
less and less families, and because
Yeah.
there's so many people that's not married, there's so many people that's still on the market.
Right.
So it's not even the fact that you know social media, but dang, this everybody's single.
Yeah.
Everybody's it's all fair game.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So if when folks ain't locked down, I mean that's when you have those you run into those issues, and there's a lot more chances to cheat because nobody's at home with their wife. You know what I mean? Or nobody, you
Yeah.
know. So
Huh.
if everybody's on the market,
Supposedly on the market, you know. Yeah.
supposedly on the market,
Supposedly on the market, yeah. And that's crazy to me that you say that because that's what I see. Social media is a place for advertising yourself, business, whatever, promoting.
right?
And like I said, nobody's gonna no one's going to shame a person who's attractive. If a woman of your dreams is posting 100 times a day, and you like her, you're going to see her.
No, I
It's
keep
the
it. I
ones-
keep it being with you. I got blocked by Lyra Galore. I did. Yeah.
Wait, who's that?
Lyra. She
Wait,
was.
Lyra?
Yeah, Lyra.
She's a video.
She was an IG model first, and
She blocked you for what?
because I was giving out bars. I was very argumentative.
About
and
what?
things.
What were you
I
saying?
couldn't even remember, to be real with you.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Wait,
but
you said something against her posting?
yeah,
Like, you
just
post
it was
too
just
much?
yeah, or no. It
Oh.
wasn't about her posting
Oh,
too
yeah.
much, but it was something along the lines of some woke stuff, some conscious, some let's do better, queen, let's be a better example
Oh
type stuff.
wow!
Yeah, I got
Damn.
blocked. I did. Yeah.
I didn't honestly.
Sure
so,
did.
So
I was-
you were encouraging her to put more clothes on and not
I was.
take them off.
I was.
Well, I need to look her up. I think I know who you're talking about.
Lyra,
but
she was I think she did or she was about to have Rick Ross baby. She
Uh-huh.
was definitely with him for a little bit.
Damn, I'm really
Yeah.
gonna have to I kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Her name sounds familiar, but they all no offense. All these women, they start to look like they all got tiny waist, big ass.
It's
They-
it's starting to run together.
yeah,
It's
I
just
mean,
be like,
wigs,
yo,
like honestly, I really can't tell them apart.
beauty
unless-
is skin deep, and that's what brothers need to realize.
Feelings
And
on the skin deep. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
they don't know the.
Yes, that's
Beauty.
temptation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they don't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
it, yeah,
okay,
that's-
it's okay.
Treat her
Yeah,
like a
yes,
lady. Oh, we
yes.
can really, you know
I
what I'm
did
saying?
that. Wow,
Yeah.
she blocked you for that.
Yeah. But I mean,
Wow.
at the end of the day, I mean,
Mm.
if love is what we're striving for, we have to take better steps
Yeah.
to get there.
We do.
We really do. We have to be a little bit more cognizant of what we're doing.
Yeah.
Of how we're using our manipulation, our power.
Yes.
Honestly, there's a quick segue movie reference, because it was terrible, but Chirac.
So I've never seen that.
The last Spike Lee joint,
Yeah,
right?
I've never seen that.
Terrible acting, but he pulled a point
Mhm.
that he, if black women stopped sleeping with black men, then the gun violence would stop.
What?
That was-
whoa, that's going over my head.
that
If
was-
black
he's-
women
if-
stop sleeping with black men, the gun violence will. How?
As far as we're
How?
not gonna give you no cat if y'all don't cut it out. If y'all don't put the guns down.
Oh.
No kitty.
Well, I mean,
love.
if it was
No-
me,
no-
you
yeah,
got
no-
you got your hand, you got your left and your right hand. Get you some Jergens
That ain't.
lotion. It's not,
that
but
ain't
I
certain.
mean,
But I
it's-
mean,
you're
they're gonna
right.
it'll last
Yeah,
for what
I
a little
mean,
bit. Yeah, I
right.
don't need that. You start to
Really?
get the itching after a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean,
yeah.
damn, is that
No
the
brother
solution?
want to get put on. Yeah, I mean, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like we're okay. We're okaying. Hey, continue to sleep and move. You know what I
Wow.
mean? But it really, I mean, if our goal is this,
Yeah.
the definition of insanity is to continue to do the same thing, expect different results.
Yeah.
Right.
Preach, brother.
So
Yes.
I'm just saying, it's only getting worse,
It is.
and the numbers is reflecting it. So
I mean, so what we're saying is the goal is to not secure a bag, secure a ring, secure a real. Ooh,
secure
that's
a family. Yeah,
yeah,
that should be
that's
that should be a
dope.
trademark.
That should be a trademark.
Secure the ring.
Yeah, secure a ring, secure a family, but that don't mean nothing. You can still get cheated on. So
You
we're not
can.
saying that's the solution. But the goal, my motto is quality over
There
quantity.
you go.
That's what I like. I want to weed them out. Yes, I'm single, but I don't have to be reckless with my vagina. I don't.
And men, we don't
Yes.
have to take down everything that
You
moves
don't.
to
You don't, fellas.
to show our masculinity.
Right.
Like
You
trust and
don't.
believe.
Y'all watch.
Trust and
Right.
believe. I get it.
Yes.
I
Do you?
understand.
Do you now,
I
brother?
do.
Okay.
I get it.
Don't go chasing
Don't,
waterfalls.
but don't.
Okay.
It's,
Please.
you know what I'm saying?
Come on, we did a whole video. Like you heard it. Yeah. I think they forgot the message with that. Don't be
Yeah.
like that dude who didn't recognize his face because he was having sex with so many women. Don't be like
Be
that.
safe out there.
Yeah. Please wear a condom. But you know what? D, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. This
Yeah.
earring coming out. Yeah. My
Yeah,
little.
it's about time, huh?
Yeah. It's about time. This wig's
Okay.
ready to come off.
Well, again, we'd like to thank everybody who joined us today, everybody on live, everybody
Yes.
who's going to be listening throughout the week. We appreciate it. Again, we're nothing without you. So,
Yes, and then we always encourage you guys, follow us on our personal and our IG page, and we don't
Yes.
have a Facebook page together.
no, not yet.
Yeah, but the conversation doesn't stop here. Please continue to reach out, your feedback, your comments. Let's get this going. I mean, we just two opinions. Again, this is bigger than us. It's bigger than Nino Brown. So we really do need your feedback.
We
Yeah.
really do. Honestly, everything that helps, likes, comments, room for
Yes.
improvement, what
Yes.
you would like to hear from us.
Yes.
All of that is great for us. So, again, thank you.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and shout out your pages.
Oh yeah. Deanne Ford is my Facebook page. My IG Next Love Her. NEXTLOVEHER. That's my IG.
And for me, my Facebook, Lamont Rich.
Yes.
My IG is going to be DRich. That's DRICH_1214. And you can follow us both on Negus with Opinions.
That's right.
Right there. So
And then YouTube.
YouTube, Negus with
And
Opinions
my
podcast.
YouTube is Deanne Ford. That's separate from us, but yeah.
We need it.
Yes. So yeah, but again, thank you guys for tuning in, and until next week.
Until next week, y'all be blessed.
Yes.
Shalom, peace. Everybody on.